Good morning, students. Today I just want to make a video and to show you how to log in properly into IXL, use the shortcut code to find it, and then I want to actually practice using the quadratic assignment that I posted earlier this week. Okay, so I'm in the IXL.com website. This is not the IXL Warwick website that you might have used in the past, and I think that's why a lot of people are saying that your account is expired. That is because the Warwick membership has expired. So I created an IXL account for you guys back in mid-March. So make sure you log into that and email me if you don't have your login. The shortcut code was C7T. Graph quadratic functions in vertex form. Okay. Algebra 1, BB5. All right, here we go. F of x, which means y equals 8x squared. Okay, the first thing we have to do is plot the vertex. There are no translations for these first few problems. There's no h and there's no k. So I'm not adding or subtracting anything. In the binomial, there's no parentheses being shown, but that would be there. There's nothing being added or subtracted at the end. Okay, the a value is 8. So that is still opening up, and it's been stretched by a factor of 8. So instead of going through 1, 1, it now goes to 8 times that height. 1 times 8 is 8. Okay, so I have my vertex, and I plotted 1 point, which gives me the direction and the shape of the parabola. Well done. Okay, next we have another parabola that has no translations attached to it. So the vertex is still at the origin 0, 0. It is a negative a value, so it is reflected from its original. It's opening down, and it had a stretch of 3. So instead of going to negative 1, instead of going to 1, negative 1, it's being stretched to 1, negative 3. It makes it more narrow. It makes it taller. Changes the shape of the parabola. Vertical stretch. Okay, these first few examples all have a vertex that's 0, 0 because the h and the k there are no translations being done onto it. We'll see an example of that after we get a few correct ones. This one is reflected, and it's stretched by a factor of 2. And I can tell that from the a value is negative, and it has a 2. So opening down, this is the typical parent shape of a parabola, but it's being stretched by a factor of 2, which makes it look more narrow. It makes it look taller. Okay, another one that is reflected and stretched. So again, I graphed the vertex at 0, 0, and the 1, negative 1 is now stretched to 1, negative 6. All right, finally, we have one that has a vertex that's no longer at 0, 0. The h coordinate is still 0 because I don't even see the parentheses, but the k value is minus 8. So it was translated down 8. That is the vertex. This opens up because it still has a positive a value, but it's stretched by a factor of 4. So instead of opening up and having this shape, it's going to a height that is 4 times as tall, like so. Hit submit. Okay, here we have another translation that is down 2. It's still opening up, and there's no vertical stretches. The a value is still 1 because I don't see a number. I don't see a coefficient in front of the x squared. So that still maintains the same shape and direction as the original parabola. Okay, I want one where they do a horizontal translation, and here we go. We finally have one. X minus h tells me that the h value is a positive 6. This translates the vertex 6 to the right. And there's also a positive 6 for the A value. So it's still opening up, but there is a vertical stretch by a factor of 6. So it goes, instead of going over 1, up 1, we're going over 1, which happens to be at 7, up 6. Okay, let's just do one more. Hopefully they have a vertical translation and a horizontal translation at the same time. This one doesn't. Let me just quickly click on the vertex and opening down a factor of 6. Just hoping 2, 0, stretched by a factor of 4 are the transformations. Translated to the right 2. Okay, finally, here we go. This one has a little bit of everything. So if you get to a question like this, that means you're getting questions right. 9, 4 is the HK. Those are the translations, which change the vertex. The vertex was at the origin, but now it's at 9. Oop, sorry, 9, 4. There we go. And this parabola is still opening up, but it is stretched by a factor of 2. So over 1, up 2. There we go. It's a little bit more narrow than the standard parabola. Okay, I'm on my way to a decent score. So hopefully you guys are using these techniques, finding the vertex, then picking whether it opens up or down and applying the stretch to another point on the side of the vertex. Okay, good luck with this, guys. If you're getting some questions wrong, read through the suggestions and let me know how that goes. Okay, have a nice day, guys.